Hello.
Hi, guys. Well, still don't see anybody here yet in the comments. Let me put a reminder in Discord that we're live.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, we are an hour early.
Some people. I know my husband's like, because we had to run some errands first. He goes, "Why are you going on at 1 instead of 2?" I'm like, "Book club's always been at 1." He goes, "No, it has." I'm like, "Yeah, you used to work Saturdays. It's always been at 1." He goes, "Why?" I'm like, "Because it's book club."
Book club's an hour earlier.
He just didn't get his sleep in today, but he'll get his sleep in tomorrow.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes it hard. That's a bummer.
I'm going to drop the live link. Hi,
Hi,
Sophia.
Sophia.
You're normally our first one here. Copy link.
Hey, Storm. Hello, Blake.
There
Dream, hi. It's good to see everyone. Hi, Cajun.
Cheryl. There we go. There's
Sherry.
everybody.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, everyone. Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie G. The doggy is so cute. We got kitties, occasions. Oh my goodness. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee. Yeah, I went to get my dog's nails clipped this morning. So he's got their nails done, and Gizmo's on my lap sleeping.
Oh.
I'm going to the chair. Okay. So, how many of you guys read Uninvited Corpse? And Susan G.
Hi, Susan G. I did. I read The Uninvited Corpse. Hi, Melanie.
I hope you did.
I'm just kidding.
Hi, Melanie.
It's good to see you, Melanie. Sherry said yes, that she did. Awesome. Awesome.
Nancy, you read it early, huh, Nancy?
Yeah, Nancy read it. Yeah. And she's reading Arsenic and Adobo now.
I know. I wanted to do the live draw for September for subscribers' choice this month. But I'm like, that's too early. We should probably do it the first week of August. But like, I'm so excited to see what it could be.
So maybe do it now. It'll just give people more time to prepare.
True. But if we do it now, don't be reading it right this second because we got to get to August book first.
I always usually.
And then Susan sadly noticed couldn't get into it. If it's the first scene, which is the garden party scene, that scene I was like, oh no, there's 50 characters. But then after the garden party scene, it took off. So
yeah, you messaged me and you were like, there are too many characters now.
I was like, I put on Discord, I'm like, I hate starting series. There's too many characters because it was seriously like dozens, like probably over 20. And then I'm like, how am I going to remember everybody? But then some of them, you only have to remember a few. And hi, Leanna. She read it.
Hi, awesome. Leanna. It's good to see you. Tammy. Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. And Melanie read it. Blake read it.
Oh, good.
Everybody's Dream didn't read it. That's okay. You can listen to our discussion on it. Cajun did. Lee did. Storm did.
Awesome, guys.
Awesome.
Yay. All right. So I was writing names down like crazy during the party.
I was highlighting on my Kindle. I found a new easy way to take notes. If you're reading on the ebook on Kindle, you just highlight it so then you could go back to your highlights. Because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to know all these names.
And one of my pet peeves in books is in the introduction of too many characters.
Mine too.
Particularly when they're not characters essential. That you really need to know, right. Or that like don't progress the plot line of the book. Right. It feels like filler and it's like right. Just I can't, it annoys me. So
but they could be setting them up for the series because they're all town members.
True.
I thought it was overwhelming, but then the rest of the book it took off, and I love the book. I'm gonna definitely continue the rest of the series, and I'm gonna continue it on ebook so that's how you know if I like something. If I continue on audiobook, then because it's easier and faster for me to consume. But if I want to finish it on ebook, that means I really like it because I'm investing more time in it.
That's awesome. Hi, Sophia. Sophia said I didn't read it. Gotcha.
Hopefully you can get to next month.
Yeah. So what did you, I'll say I rated it probably in between a 3.5 and a 4. I also really liked it. I will definitely read on. I enjoyed it overall.
I gave it a 5, solid 5.
Oh, wow.
There were a few things that annoyed me, but it didn't bring down my overall enjoyment factor. I really liked the characters, the writing, the mystery. I got into the mystery, and that's big for me. Like, I was like trying to figure out who the killer was. I was suspecting everybody at one point.
That's my only like go-to. That's the only way I ever get it right is suspect everyone. It's brilliant, Cozy.
Yeah. And this was a series that had been on my radar for a long time. I know a lot of you guys hadn't heard of it, and it'd been on my radar for a few years. And so I'm really happy that I chose it and liked it. So
Nancy says, not too bad if you take notes. I just write names and brief description. I love it too, Ro, and I want to continue. Awesome. Yeah. Yay. Sherry said, I agree with Tiffany. I had the same rating and I will continue. Storm said 3 stars. It was just okay for me. Yeah. Cool.
Did you get into the mystery, Storm? Because I thought it did a really good job at the mystery in this one.
Nancy gave it 5 stars. I was just so surprised by the ending because I suspected everyone.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that. I took a funny note about that, about the person who it ended up being.
So
yeah, so just like some of your, we're not going to do cop out. I don't like dissecting it, but just like overall thoughts. We'll just ramble on about it.
Yeah. So I thought it was just, I really did. I thought it was a very fun read overall. For a first book, I thought it set up the rest of the series well.
Yeah.
I thought it grabbed attention pretty well because sometimes I feel like first books, although they're, setting up the series, they don't do a good enough job of pulling you in.
Yeah.
And I thought this one did. I thought I was really invested in what was going on. And that's not always the case in first books. So I have to say it's a blend of like the writing style and that I think it all worked together. I think she did a great job for her first book.
Yeah. I don't know if Nancy Sennefelder, if she has other books or this was her first, but I didn't know. Being annoyed with the opening scene and then you're starting to know Hope as a character. I really liked Hope, but she was that stereotypical, like good at everything type of character, like who I want to be. Like she's great at baking, great at cooking, great at homemaking. And she did all this stuff for her blog. I loved all the little details about the recipes and her chickens and like just all the little cozy details and just the reading it with my eyes. I would reread sentences because I felt very cozy. It relaxed me reading it, except for the parts where I was into the mystery. And one of the big things for me is typically I don't root for love interests or relationships, but I love Ethan so much. And their relationship was so sweet and they would almost kiss and they wouldn't. I'd be like, ah. And then like after Hope gets attacked, he makes her breakfast and goes and gets the chicken eggs. And I was like, oh, so sweet. And then they have to add in the lawyer at the end. I'm like, no. Now
that is probably what knocked me down in my ratings just a little bit. I know that's a silly thing, but literally I might have taken a whole half a point off for the like spin at the end with a love triangle. I was like, okay, it's been clear this whole book that her and Ethan, she even says that she's still in love with Ethan.
She said, Drew says, I think you're falling in love with him. And in her mind, she goes, you're wrong. I'm in love with him. I already am.
Yeah. Yes. That's what I meant. And so like that's really, it wasn't just like I'm attracted to him. We used to have feelings for each other. I mean, she actually said, I'm in love with him. Like it was in her head, but you read it. Right?
And you can tell that he is.
And so I think I took off a whole half point, maybe even more, because I can't exactly tell you where my rating, how my rate, but because I was so annoyed that they added this like little kink at the end to me.
Yeah.
That really annoyed me. I can't tell you.
Right. If I was being critical, my rating would have been a 4 just because but it was a 5 for overall enjoyment. And then, so she does say with Ethan, we've been friends for so long and he's my rock. I don't want to risk it. But it's like, come on. It's like, and then I think another reason why they pushed the lawyer love triangle thing is because she finds out that her ex-husband's going to be on a reality show looking for love. So she's like, shit, maybe I should just not go so serious with
it. I didn't get that whole thing.
Yeah. With the agent so she was on a reality show before for cooking, but then it turned into like just reality TV. It didn't go anywhere. And then her agent's constantly trying to push new shows on her. And then she uses the show as like people recognizing her, and that's how she gets information sometimes.
But I'm like, but neither her or her husband were really that well known that like, why would he be on this reality show to like talk about their love life? It's not like she's Jennifer,
I think,
I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't buy. I don't know.
I think they threw in her being on the reality show thing as a way to snoop around town for people that were fans of the show, or later on she might be like a guest on a reality show, like maybe they're thrown in that. Yeah, she had her blog, and it's called Food Blogger, but she did more than that on her blog. She did like home decorating. I also like the part where she's talking about renovating her house and all that.
I thought that's what I was talking about with the setup. Like they did that really well for a first book.
Yeah.
Usually it's just like, I'm a food blogger, and you might see like one thing that like lets you know that. But I thought she did a great job with that. And you're right. It wasn't just the food. They were talking about, all sorts of things, chickens, and like you said, decorating. And it was done really well. You actually knew that she was a blogger.
Yeah.
And it also adds to the coziness. All the details add to the coziness of the
and I really liked it because that was a unique thing that I haven't seen. And like at one point she was at a yard sale buying these rolling pins, and she's like, oh, that'll make a good picture. So like I could imagine her. So she's always, and I love the balance of the mystery and the life too. And like she got into solving the murder because they're blaming her sister. So so that's it's logical of why she wanted to get involved, because her sister is the main suspect. So for anybody that didn't read it, the opening scene's at a garden party for her friend Audrey, who is an author, and she did like a gardening book. So she's having a party at Audrey's house, and her sister Claire is the main character. Her sister Claire is a real estate agent, and a competing real estate agent named Peaches. Peaches shows up, and nobody likes Peaches. And Peaches ends up dead in Audrey's study. So that's the victim. And her sister Claire, the other real estate agent, gets she's held for the crime. They end up arresting her at one point. There's her Hope's good friend is the police chief, Ethan. But then there's also a detective on the case, Detective Reed, who was a typical cozy jerk. Horrible. And it gets really intense while she's sleuthing at one point. So the author did a great job of not just having a list of suspects and ticking them off one by one. Like you didn't know who it was like throughout the book. Like you kept going back and forth. They never really eliminated anybody completely. And at one point, Hope is ran off the cliff, like in her car during a storm. And that was intense. And then when she's home recovering, someone attacks her in her home, and that was intense. And she's like on pain medicine. So she doesn't get to see who it is. But then she doesn't lock her door because nobody in Jefferson locks the door. And then later on, Ethan comes in and he's like, you need to start locking your door. I'm like, you just got attacked in your house and you're still not locking your door.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought those scenes were done really well. It like with suspense.
Yeah, I mean, I really thought it was written very well, particularly for a first book.
Yeah.
I think that's what got me so, like, interested is that she did all this in a first book. This felt like a third book.
And it didn't feel rushed. It felt well-rounded and, like, everything fit. Like, it didn't feel like anything was... The only thing that felt too crammed in was all the characters at the beginning. But you got to kind of do that. And choosing to do it at a party is a good thing instead of just randomly throwing people in on page 50 and you're like, wait, who's that?
And I think you found out pretty fast that you only needed to know the core group. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't have to know all
party
20.
And it really took off. I think you realized that these are the central characters. These are who you need to know. And you kind of can disregard all these other people.
So did you have any idea who the killer was or any?
None.
So were you thinking of anybody more in your head or no?
I suspected everybody.
I did at one point.
Suspected everybody at one point. I thought
Bruce.
that her, like, what is that? Like the red herrings.
Yeah, were good.
Good. Yes, because it wasn't just like, I mean, my go-to is to suspect everybody because I never figure out the killer. But I mean, I really suspected everybody in the sense they did something that made me think like that's the killer. And
yeah,
so
Drew is another one of Hope's friends, and he's a reporter. And I felt like the author was throwing. Yeah, he is. I thought he was playing dumb, or maybe he just really is that dumb, because he just like walked in on the crime scene. He'd do all this dumb stuff. And I thought the author was pushing really hard for Drew to be everybody's like main guess. So I ruled him out. But then there was one point where like he comes up right after Hope gets attacked. He like shows up. So I'm like, oh, that's a little fishy. I started to suspect Drew. Spedbot, we were texting back and forth. He was very positive it was Drew. And then it turns out not to be. And I'm like, the only reason I thought it wasn't is because I've read so many of these, I could tell the author wanted you to think it was Drew. So my notes, this is funny. At 43%, my guess is Meg or Audrey's husband or Jane. Or Jane. I hope it's not Jane, I put in parentheses. But then I said, would be great if it was Audrey, but that's highly unlikely. And the killer turns out to be Audrey. The person who at the opening scene, it was her book party. She was Hope's friend. It turns out to be Audrey. And I just, something, I can't pinpoint what she did that made me think that, but I'm like, it'd be great if it was Audrey, but it's not going to be, because we just read something where it was the character's friend. So I'm like, it's not going to be again. And it was. And the red herring was, she remembered her attacker wearing black boots. And at the end, she's at Audrey's house and she's going through a bag of donations and she sees the boots. And then Audrey admits it. And then the cop still doesn't want to believe her. The cop's like, no,
Reed, right?
Check and read, yeah.
Oh, I didn't like him, but Drew really, really grated on my nerves. Sometimes.
Yeah, I think it was like, is he really that dumb or is he just playing?
Yeah, it like to the point where I didn't think he was necessarily the killer. Well, at one point I suspected him because but I really thought he was trying to flub up the
yeah, he seemed like he
investigation for some reason.
That's what Sped said. Yeah, he was like trying to take her off it, but then towards the end he's trying to help her. So it's like her off.
I just felt like he had like not good intentions for a long time, but I didn't think he was the killer necessarily, and I couldn't figure it out. No, he's just oh my gosh. He really frustrated me.
And at first I thought maybe he likes Hope too, but then he started pushing Ethan on her. Like, you should be with Ethan.
Yeah.
And then the lawyer so I knew with Peaches, I knew the reason why someone murdered her had to do with her parents. Because as soon as they said her parents died, I'm like, oh, revenge is a big plot. And then as soon as they had the newspaper clippings, I'm like, oh, it's going to do something with her parents. But I highly suspected Meg most of the time because she was just too unlikable. Like, she was so annoying. She was very mean. But I felt like they were pushing Meg and they were pushing Drew. And so I was like, it'd be cool if it was Audrey, but I didn't think it would be. So I thought that was funny. And then Jane, who was like in high school, she like was like in charge of the murder mystery club or something.
Yeah.
And then she would help her like with the composition notebook. And she's like, think about the clues. I really like Jane. I was hoping it wouldn't be Jane because I suspected her at one point because she was like trying too much to help her. And she's like, just think about it. Think about the clues and blah, blah, blah. I think people will like Jane as a character. I feel like she's going to be a big part of the series.
I hope so, because I enjoyed her as well.
Yeah, I was like, I hope it. And she kept pushing her to drink tea instead of coffee.
Yeah. Lisa, she gave it 3 stars. 3 stars, but I can see getting into this series more as it goes on. So kind of like the main clam bake again.
Yeah.
Cool. I gave it 4 stars because the mystery was good. The mystery was good. I agree, Caitlin. 3 stars. I felt a little bored with it. Not sure why, but I think I will try the next one anyway. Gotcha.
I hope you try the next one.
3 stars. Too many characters. Too much going on. I didn't connect with the characters. I'm bummed because I wanted to read this for a long time.
There was too much going on at the beginning and then it died down. And then I really did connect to Hope a lot. So, and some of the side characters, I thought it had a good mixture of like unlikable side characters and likable side characters.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Bless you. I feel like there was a good mixture of unlikable and likable characters.
I'm gonna sneeze again, so if you just want to go ahead with the comments.
And then Storm says, I just wasn't into the characters. I can't even remember much about it. So are you like not gonna try the series at all anymore, Storm? Are you one and done?
Oh goodness.
And then Cheryl, where I did like Hope, but I was not a fan of Claire. Yeah, Claire was the annoying sister, which does happen a lot.
She just seemed at points, I mean, I know you don't want your sister to get hurt or in trouble, but she seemed ungrateful at points.
Yeah, like she's like, why are you trying to help me? But then also she's like, she wants your help, but then she doesn't. And she was belittling and mean about her job and like making fun of her that she liked to bake and that she was good at everything.
Yeah, wishy-washy, but also, this ungrateful.
Yeah.
I don't know. And like I said, she would say at some points, I just don't want my sister to get hurt or in trouble, but it never felt sincere to me. Maybe because of what you're talking about. Maybe because of like the slights that she would do. It never felt sincere when she was like, well, I just love my sister and I don't. And I'm like, not that I don't think she loves her sister, but I just didn't. I wasn't a huge fan of her.
Right. And they didn't have any like bonding moments. I hope. And then like Hope was just so overly nice and sisterly. Like her sister got arrested and, got out. So she comes the next morning, makes a casserole for her and her family. Like, and she's just like, oh, the detective's cute. Like Claire, like she's like, oh, Hope's a great cook, but Claire didn't seem appreciative. She gets water on her shoes and she's just freaking out, even though Claire, even though Hope says that she'll help her. So I hope that we see development and character growth from Claire, like later on in the story, because she's definitely the most unlikable main character, like main side character at this point.
Yeah, I was not a big. Yeah, I agree.
And then,
3.5 stars. But the mystery is 5 stars. I had no idea. I agree. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, I was towards the end. I was big on Meg, and I had put at the beginning, I thought it could be Audrey, but it won't be. So I was surprised that it turned out to be her. But I suspected everyone at one point.
For sure. I really did. I thought her red herrings and her clues were very...
Yeah. It wasn't overly obvious at any point.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty convincing. I felt the same way as you, Storm. I didn't connect with the characters. Gotcha.
Which happens to me a lot in book ones. I normally don't connect with the characters in book one, so I was happy.
That's what I'm saying. This felt like more of a book like 3.
Yeah, so like book 3. Yeah, exactly.
I agree with what Stephanie and Storm are saying, because normally for me, I feel like book 1 is really a setup for what you're going to get the rest of the series.
My book 1s are normally 3s. Like sure.
I thought it was one of the best first books. I agree, Nancy. I thought it was really, really well done.
Me too.
I'm also trying to stick with not starting a new series, so that played a part with me not getting into it. Gotcha.
Well, you got to start 12 a year with us, so sorry about that. I know I don't like starting a series either, so I'm going to pick and choose which ones I want to continue.
I felt the potential romance was forced and seemed like the author was most invested with getting that in.
The potential with the lawyer was forced. Ethan wasn't forced. Reading it with my eyes, I felt like those scenes were done really well, like the tension, and you could tell they both liked each other. And I haven't rooted for a relationship, and I can't tell you how long, but I'm rooting for Ethan and Hope like so bad. And if she breaks Ethan's heart, I'm gonna be so mad at her. But I have a feeling that as the series continues, she's gonna dabble with the lawyer, and then she's gonna go back to Ethan. It's like, I hope it's just resolved. I hope it's resolved. And like at the ending, it was still open-ended. Like Ethan's grilling, Matt comes up to the party. So I hope that I hope it ends by like book 3, this whole dumb thing. 2 would be nice, but
yeah. I didn't like, I did like Ethan, and the lawyer thing bugged me too. Wasn't needed. Yeah. Absolutely. Storm.
At first I'm like, 100%. Good. I'm like a good single romance. And then they throw him in there and I'm like, come on.
I don't mind love triangles. They don't seem to bother me. Oh, Nancy, you're a strong woman.
It's just they're so prevalent now, and that's...
We're talking about The Uninvited Corpse by Deborah Sennefelder. It's book 1 in the food blogger mystery series. Oh, somebody say, The Uninvited Corpse book selection. I think the ex is using her fame from the reality show to get his own limelight with the divorce show, which is clearly a setup for the next book. You know? I just still, I mean, I get what you're saying. I agree. But I just was like, okay, reality shows run their course pretty quick, especially if you're not known for other things. So I'm like,
but there are a lot of diehard Food Network fans. So like, I felt like just the old ladies that were recognizing her, the people that recognize her, were just Food Network fans, and they're like,
that's true.
I love
there
her.
Was a lot of, yeah, that's true.
Now, what Lee said, I'm going to look up the plot of number 2 and see what the plot is.
Oh, you're right, Nancy.
Oh, he's.
I'm a little annoyed with the stereotypical, almost in all Cozies, of the horrible investigator, detective, cop, whichever one it is. I'm just like, oh.
So I was like, oh, we're getting a nice, likable cop with Ethan, and then they get a detective in there. I'm like, come on.
She was really late in figuring out Peach's murder had to do with the hit and run, and I figured that out long before she did. I did not. I mean,
you mean when they tried to attack her, like they tried to attack Hope, or the hit and run with the mom? Because they didn't say that it had to do with the mom until later on, but I already knew that Peach's death had to do with her parents early on, yeah.
Cajun said, me too, Cheryl. Yes, Sherry, me too. I wavered, but my gut instinct was correct. Nice. I really thought it was Audrey's husband. I never suspected Audrey, which pushed it to the 5 for me. Yeah, I did you suspect Audrey's husband?
Yeah, I put at the beginning, I said Meg, Audrey's husband, Jane. I hope it's not Jane. And then I put, would be great if it was Audrey, but it's probably not.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because at the house, I thought, there was one thing that was unresolved, was when she's giving a cooking lesson to Elaine, the housewife. She's giving a cooking lesson to her. She's teaching her how to cook like chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
And she goes to the bathroom and she hears Elaine's husband having a conversation that she's like, oh, she doesn't know anything or how to connect it, blah, blah, blah. And then his name's Lionel. And we find out that Lionel is most likely having an affair with Peaches. But then that was never resolved. You don't find out who he was talking to on the phone. And so that one was kind of weird because it was open-ended. Like, I'm like, who was he talking to? Was he talking to Audrey? But what would his connection be to Audrey? So I don't know. Because unless I missed that, because like,
I don't.
But do you know
what I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Working out. So
yeah, they never resolved that part. Because it was at the house, so I was like, oh, it could be Audrey's husband. I did like that the opening scene where the murder took place and the ending scene where she's confronted with the murder was at the same place. It was like poetic how they were both at Audrey's house.
I never suspected Harrison because of the Shakespeare quote, the lady doth protest too much.
I can't even read the synopsis on these. They gave out too much information. I already learned something that I didn't want to know.
Oh, no. I also thought it was Harrison, Audrey's husband. I really went through suspecting almost everyone but Audrey.
Yeah.
I agree.
Especially because we just had a friend be the killer, so it was weird.
Yeah, and that doesn't usually happen. It's not usually so close to the protagonist. Because what you think is going to happen is that Audrey's going to be a main character throughout the series. Yeah, that's what I thought.
She's going to run for mayor. But then, so there was a second murder, Vanessa was an part-time assistant to Hope and part-time assistant to Audrey. So there was the connection. When Vanessa died, it did make me suspect Audrey even more than I did at my inkling, because I'm like, oh, Vanessa's connected to Audrey and Hope. So maybe Vanessa found something she wasn't supposed to. I think that's what made me start suspecting Audrey when I put that note.
I didn't figure it out until a little bit before the main character.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
As soon as she said go into the room and look through the clothes bag, I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be her.
You knew something was gonna happen and to set it up that way.
But then it still could have been the husband at that point. You could have went into the study where there was the husband's study.
It could have been. I'm just saying you knew something was going to be revealed because it's towards the end of the book. And there's this foreshadowing of like, okay, there's something going to be found in this room that's going to, but I, like the rest of you at that point, I had suspected everybody, like everybody said. I do in most of my cozies, so that's not a huge differential for me in this book, but I really at that point thought it was the husband.
Yeah.
Like we're all saying, I really did. So I suspected that. I didn't still see at this point that it was Audrey. And there were points when I thought maybe, but again, I thought she was going to be a very central character in the series. And so it's hard for me to suspect that person because the way that she was set up to me as a character, I thought she was going to be in the book.
Yeah. Yeah,
she for a very long time.
Seemed like now I completely forgot her name. But in the Domestic Diva series, who's the annoying
Natasha?
I thought she would be a Natasha type character. And so she was going to run for mayor. And then how did Claire, her Hope's sister, supposed to run for mayor? That seems highly unlikely to me. Like,
I don't know. Me too, Storm. Only when Hope sees the boots when going through the bags.
Yeah.
Sherry said, I hated the fact that Claire was so against the environment. To her, all land is for developing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I hope that's not just a real estate mentality, but I agree. You know, I mean, I'm just saying because she's a real estate,
right. She's just seeing the potential in real estate, but you want to keep their little town cozy. Oh, it was Connecticut, right? Jefferson, Connecticut. It seemed like a nice town. They had a coffee shop they'd go to called Click Coffee, and it was owned by a group of girlfriends. Like, that was cute.
I love all that stuff. That's what makes Cozy so fun.
Yeah. We didn't get a diner or anything else. We did get a coffee shop, and they mentioned that several times.
So it wasn't that bad. So I will try another one. Yay. But if I'm still not into it, I won't continue. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I do think the triangle thing turned me off a bit as I didn't feel there was a reason for it. Fair enough. Yeah. But I'm glad you're trying another one because I think there's a lot of potential.
And I do agree. If you don't like number 2, then don't continue. But at least try 2. And then I feel like maybe authors throw in love triangles because they think readers like it. Maybe some people do. I don't know. There's been a couple that I haven't minded, but 99% of them, I'm just like.
Well, and if they're resolved
quickly
within a reasonable time period, they're at least, manageable and for me to wrap my head around. It's when they go on forever that's a real issue for me.
Yeah, I think there's like
to the point where I'm like, men. You need to drop this woman and go find yourself somebody else who's interested in just you. Like, do this for me and your self-respect, please.
Because at this point, it's not obvious to Ethan that she's starting to like the lawyer, I don't think. But when it becomes obvious to both men that she's two-timing him, that's when I have a problem. Like, because no guy is going to be okay with that, realistically, I would think. So, like, now that it's just, like, in her head that she likes both of them, but it's not vocal to both of them that she likes them, then... So, yeah, I hope it's resolved quickly.
Kaysen said, well, to me, the bit with Ethan was forced. The way it was written, it was more tell than show. Interesting. I didn't feel that way, but, I mean, interesting.
Did you listen? I think she reads on ebook or...
yeah, did you read it or did you do audio or how did you...
Because reading it, those scenes were great. I would reread those scenes of them together.
Well, fortunately, not unfortunately. Well, fortunately, several of the series you have on the list of future reads are ones that I do have on my TBR and books I've already purchased. Yay! So exciting. I know we picked awesome books, don't we? And we're going to do the subscriber pick today because I just have no patience to wait.
We'll do that after the first. We'll do that after the first sprint. So we'll catch up on comments and then let's do a sprint.
Yeah. So that's a good idea. But the only other option, by the way, is them to get married, etc. So I think the triangles are okay. Don't know how I feel about Hannah after 20 some odd books. Yeah, exactly, Nancy. Point taken, point proven. Check. No, they have moments like they did close to kissing and getting interrupted, etc. All the internal dialogue she has is what put me off. Just let it happen.
And see, I love the internal dialogue part. I like that we all like different things.
It is. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. FYI, there are 4 more in the series so far. Nice.
Okay. So I thought there was 4. I didn't know there was 5. Awesome. I'm excited. I checked them out from the library. Like, I immediately checked them out.
Sometimes the amount of book left is the biggest clue.
Yeah, you know you're getting you're getting close to the end. Yeah,
that's a great point. I'm assuming this is because of the Hannah comment. I'm just guessing. She said, "No, don't get off track."
We're good at deflecting it now.
Look at that. We just like pinged right off that, didn't we, Lee? We deserve some acknowledgement for just moving right along, Lee.
No, I think we've exhausted everything we can say at this point. So
I'm glad Hope gave Bigelow a home. He seemed so sweet.
Oh yeah, I needed like that. And then it was funny because at one point Audrey comes to visit her with the dog and she goes, "Oh, I love this dog. I need to get a dog on my own." And I thought in my head, I'm like, "Oh, maybe she ends up with this dog because there's a dog on the cover if I'm not mistaken." And so yeah, she ends up with Audrey's dog Bigelow, and he runs with her at the end. It's cute.
I was so scared Bigelow was going to get shot by mistake. Yeah,
that would have been bad.
I was a little Oh,
there's
Patient said she did ebook. Gotcha. Sped. Hi, Sped. He said I locked into Drew too hard. We talked about that a lot. I thought it was true. And then the other thing I said, Sped, was it wasn't just that I thought he was the killer, because I thought it was more for some reason he had like ulterior motives for her not wanting to solve the crime.
Maybe he was connected to Peaches. Yeah.
Ignorance of like wrecking things. It felt intentional, because it's hard to believe that somebody in that profession as a reporter would do those things.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. It seemed like he was interfering with her investigation.
Yes.
And then he turns around supporting the investigation. So that's why he's like, "Oh yeah, I really think it's him." I think he suspected Audrey at one point, but then he went off of it and he was heavy on Drew. Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Blah. Ugh. I knocked an entire point off for just the love triangle at the end.
I would have if it was critical. Yeah.
You guys, thank you, Lee. Appreciate that. 4 stars for me. I'm mind blown.
I know. I said a 4-star might as well be a 5 for you, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
But then get this, he won't continue the series. I'm like, if you're not going to continue a series at 4 stars, then you're not going to.
What's a book have to do, man? No, I'm just kidding.
This is only his second cozy. So this was boy did he pick 2 to start with. That's so funny. So this was definitely a more traditional cozy for sure. I think it was traditional 100%. But this was a very strong book for a first cozy. So I think with like some ones, you're going to be like, you're either going to DNF it or it's going to be a 1 for you for a lot of first books.
Yeah, me too, Nancy. Yes, he has a tough critic. I had 2 main motive ideas. He killed Peach's mom, or he was feeding his own profession and with spectacular news.
Yeah. Yeah, we have seen that done before with the reporter wanting to get the big story, and they're in on it. Yeah.
Do you want to do a sprint at 40?
Yes.
It's 37. Okay.
Yes.
38. For me, drop the love triangle. Oh, yes. Oh, Sped. I'm sorry to tell you, man. I
told him that.
Are not standalones.
And the only way they'll be standalones is if their contract doesn't get renewed.
Yeah, exactly. if they don't get to write a number 2.
One of the funniest notes he gave me last night when we were discussing the book was, "I don't see the point of another murder happening in this town." And I said, "Yeah, there's never going to be a point, but there's some series have 20 books and there's a murder in every book." So it just happens. You just have to like understand that there's a small town that's going to have a murder every couple months. That's the part.
There has to be a little bit of suspension of disbelief.
Exactly.
Because a town that size, per capita can't have that many murders. So but that's the only, yeah.
Think about at Murder, She Wrote with the town there.
Cabot Cove.
At the town there, everybody should be leaving that town at that point.
Right, Cajun. That's the point of cozies. Exactly. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my hair's driving me crazy. I'm whacking it.
It'll be so cute.
It's so different.
It would. I know it's shocking. But with curly hair, you can't really go super short unless it's something drastic, because it's going to look like a poodle if it's like my length.
Yeah. I've had it. Yeah.
So it'll be so cute. Yeah, and they'll soup it in your, yeah.
But my thing right now is I've gained a lot of weight and my face, and I don't want to talk about weight. I'm just saying, like, that's
how
only,
I feel.
Because like my face was, so
yeah,
but
that's
we'll
how
see.
I
I might do it in a few weeks. I mean, I'm really considering thinking about it.
It'd be cute.
Yeah. I just, whenever it's so hot, and right now, like, oh yeah. No.
Yeah, he didn't like Jane. We love Jane.
Oh, Sped.
She was like,
you had me so happy with your rating and your view, and then you totally broke my heart.
Jane was like us in the book. She was like trying to solve the mystery with their notebook, and like, oh, that reminds me, Hannah gave me a message about her thoughts on it. And then we'll go to the sprint. So Let me go to it. So Hannah gave it a 4.5.
Nice.
She really likes Jane. She feels that she felt like all of us cozy readers trying to solve the mystery as we gather all the information. I thought the killer reveal was interesting. Definitely not who I first thought it would be. I also loved Bigelow. I think the name is really cute, and I love dogs. The only downside I had was Hope's sister, Claire. She left a bad taste in my mouth. Other than that, I enjoyed it, and I have the next book on my TBR.
Nice.
So I feel like, Hannah, if you're watching later, we agree with you on all that.
Almost 100% everything we've been saying.
I'm saying she's the next logical victim. I'm saying she's next logical victim. Yeah, but we're not logical critical readers. We're cozy readers.
And I don't think she is, because she's just set up to be a great sidekick in a cozy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like in the future books, she's going to help Hope with the investigations. That's my guess.
Absolutely she is. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Storm, you disappoint me.
Oh.
You must have listened to this one too fast or something.
So I'm just doing untangling my headphones because they were in my bag from work. But what are you reading? And then we'll just go straight into
I think I'm going to go back to Rose Avenue Wine Club number 3, because I had started up before, but I might do Murder at the Bake Sale by Lee Hollis.
Number 2?
Surprise, I got an early edition paperback. Thank you, Sped, for picking up for me at Barnes & Noble. I'm either going to start this, but I'm most likely going to do Wine Club first.
I don't know if I need the Wine Club. I'm doing, go ahead.
So it was Rose Avenue Wine Club. The one I said was like Desperate Housewives with older ladies.
Yeah.
And the first one was Full-Bodied Murder. Yeah, I'm on number 3 of that.
That sounds fun. So I DNF'd a cozy earlier today, and just kind of DNF the series. And it's a long series. It's the Hemlock Falls.
That's one way to get it off your sass list.
I can't help it. Like,
yeah.
I was like 60 pages in maybe, and she dropped the F-bomb. That was after like multiple
offenses,
less offensive words, but still cussing. For a cozy, still cussing, you know what I mean? But less offensive. And then dropped the F-bomb, and I'm like, and this was published in 1996. I can't tell you, like, my mouth had to have been like, I mean, I was shocked.
But you don't remember it in the earlier books because it's been so long since you read it.
But it's been like several years since I've read anything in that series. I read the first 3, and then it'd been a big span of time. Because my sass list, I tried to go back to some of my older series. I tried to mix it. But like some of my really old series I'd read quite a while ago. So now I'm starting the second book in the Amanda Flower Amish Quilt series. The Isabel Allen.
Yeah, nice. And maybe in replace of Hemlock Falls, you can add Food Blogger to your sass list.
Yeah, I'm going to add something. And I've already like knocked off a couple more series in to put new things in my sass because I only had like one more. Poppy McAllister. I already read that, so I've caught up a couple other ones. All right, guys.
You want to do till 05 just because we went over?
Yeah, we'll do Quarter Tale, which is in 1 minute.
And then we'll read till 05. And
I'll just mark where we are in the comments so we don't get caught up again and reading the comments.
We're at Nancy. Okay.
Yeah, right after Storm said, I don't remember Jane. Storm. And then I'm also reading a firefighter romance, which is really cute. So, trying to look what everybody's reading, but I don't want to get too, I know myself, I'll get too caught up in reading what everybody's reading. So when we come back, we'll look at all of those.
I might actually do audiobook first, and I'll tell you in the comments what it is.
I'm going to run and grab some coffee when we first start.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and put up that we're reading when we're reading till, and then we'll get going.
Do you guys want to go to 5 after?
Yeah. And I need to get some water so you guys can have a blank screen for a second.
I'll wait for you to get back. So
it's okay. Okay.
And then I'll go because it's not that big of a deal. I don't need coffee that bad anyways. Happy reading, everyone. How was your sprint?
Good. I'm listening to The Gourmet Girl Mystery #5, which is the last book. And surprisingly, it's the best book of this series because something happened in #4 that needed to happen, and so I'm liking the direction. So this one's enjoyable on audiobook.
Is that Jessica Conant or something like that?
Yeah, that's the one you read, The Steamed, the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it too. Yeah, I did enjoy it.
Yeah, but then like it's not told from her perspective. It focuses on the boyfriend most of the series, which is weird. And then in #5, it was the best one so far. And then I got a notification that this was delivered.
You did get it.
Yeah, Martin and Eddie from Frasier.
So cute.
He's gonna be my new little mascot right here.
Love it. Love it.
And then how did yours go? You said
really
you
good.
Yeah, is her writing the same as Amanda Flower? Like, is it the same caliber? Awesome.
Yeah. She's a great writer. Yeah, it's a very cute series. There's cute animals in it. And she's an Englisher, but she works in a Amish. Yeah, it's very cute. I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Is the narrator good? I definitely want to try that one.
Yeah. I usually don't have any problem with the narrator. I don't know what my deal was the other day.
Yeah, what was it? Did you DNF? You wanted to DNF a Cozy? The narrator of The Writer's Apprentice was annoying you.
The Writer's Apprentice narrator was annoying me.
But it was a different narrator for the last 2 books. Did you notice that?
Like their voice was cheesy. I know that sounds weird, but their voice was cheesy. And so it made everything sound ridiculous and over. I just
when I tried a Claire in Present Danger, the emergency dessert squad, that was right before my reading slump, and I tried it on audio and it was so cheesy that I had to put it down. I'm gonna get back to it, but I don't know if it was just my mood, but I was like, oh my gosh. So
yeah, see, I did those physical because it's been quite a while, so I don't know, but yeah, and then I started a romance book, and then that's the one I DNF'd, and I don't normally DNF, but I DNF'd it because the voice of the little girl or the voice of the girl sounded like a child. So it was creepy to listen to them in a romantic relationship, and I just didn't want to. So I DNF'd it. It had nothing to do with the story, the author, anything. It was just
put a bad taste in your mouth that you couldn't get out. Yeah.
No, because it felt really uncomfortable. And I'm like, nope. Yeah. I'm just nope. But I'm like, is it me at this point? Because it was 2 in one day, and I don't normally,
normally you don't care at all. You're like,
but the narrator for the romance book sounding like a young, no. Isn't she older? They aren't going to kill her, I don't think, unless I'm wrong. You're not wrong. They're not going to kill Jane. I mean, unless it's a huge another twist. She's going to be an integral character. Just saying a good premise is investigating Jane's death to find out that Jane was killed because she snooped herself into trouble. Well, in that case, almost every amateur sleuth could snoop themselves into getting killed. Like, you're
going to see how dumb some of these amateur sleuths are. And then he said he liked her.
Yeah, she was the only 100% supportive character. She was, yeah. Reading stowed away. Awesome.
I don't know what number that is, but it makes me so happy when you guys read that.
I think it's just in like hope and my mind wandered. Gotcha.
Yeah, my mind wanders with audiobooks too.
Listen to At the Drop of a Hat. Have only 44 minutes left. Which one's that? Is that Jen McKinley?
Yeah. I could hear Kyrie snoring.
Oh. Yeah.
No, it's cute.
He's snoring big time. Christmas Cowbells. I've read it. That's which farm series is that?
That's Christmas Cowbells is the first. No,
Karen McInerney.
No, that's the first book. You said you didn't like it. Hold on, I'll look it up.
I know I've read it.
Molly Cox Bryan.
I think I gave it. I have to look on Goodreads. Maybe I gave it. I don't remember what it was. I think I wrote an actual review on it.
I can check real fast. I can check real fast for you.
But I might be wrong. Leanna, are you enjoying it? I see another thing down below occasion, so I'm just going to keep going. Reading the Darcys and the Bingleys because I need to get back to it. What? You have a look on your face.
You don't have it marked as read, so you need to change that.
Did I read another one in the series?
Oh.
Maybe look and see if I read another one in the series.
Oh, yeah, because you used to read out of order. So there's like tons of books you probably read that you just haven't marked on Goodreads.
I am horrible about it.
Let me see. Yep, you did number 2.
Okay. I was going to say.
That could be why, yeah.
Did I rate it?
I'm clicking on your page right now. It's trying to load. Yeah, so you didn't read number 1. You gave it... Oh, no, wait. I can't do it that way.
Listening to... Oh, another Make Langslow. Awesome. Crouching Buzzard.
You gave it 4.
Really? Maybe I did. Then I did like it. I really liked it because that's a pretty high rating for me.
Yeah, that was book number 2.
I generally give a lot of 3s and 3.5s, and I do give 4s, but...
Well, you didn't read number 1, so maybe you could do that this December.
Yeah. I meant reading, not listening. Duh. Gotcha, Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia's flying through those.
I don't remember that, Tiffany, but I wonder if that's why I stopped reading that series long ago. That is shocking in a cozy. Oh, the cussing, yeah. I'm reading Weird Kid by Greg Van Eekhout. I'm at 46%, so almost halfway. Are you enjoying that? Is it middle grade?
Sounds
like a middle grade, but you're making your way through. Yeah,
I'm happy she's enjoying it.
Really enjoying them. I'm reading One Poison Pie. I liked that series, both books. I know that Cozy did not. I did. I really enjoyed it. I'm ready for number 2, which comes out. It just came out like last month or something.
Yeah, I have to listen to that because her writing takes me out. She changes tenses, like she changes under, and I can't do it. I'm doing my videos of next month's releases, and there are a ton of cozies coming out next month for August. A lot. I normally have a general understanding of what comes out because I have a shelf of like not released, but you always surprise me with ones that I didn't know. So it's awesome. I look forward to it.
There's quite a few coming out. I don't know. Maybe summer months they release more books or something because I mean it's a lot. And that's just like the traditionally published. And then of course there's always
well, right now I think what's coming out is more fall themed releases. So like
probably.
Yeah. Normally
everybody likes the fall, which makes sense. That is my all-time favorite series. I'm assuming she means the Meg Lenslow, but she could be talking about One Poison Pie, I guess, the Kitchen Witch. But I'm guessing she's talking about Meg Lenslow. Oh, Murder, She Knit. So, Melanie, I don't know how new you are. You might already know this, but we just read Murder, She Knit as a knockout book last month or the month before.
June, right?
June, I think, yeah. So that was a lot of fun. So yeah, we read that as a group in one of our knockouts. This is Cozy. She said she's reading The Gourmet Girl at Spedbach. Yeah, cozy authors rarely kill off likable side characters. They're really integral parts to the story.
And if it is, it shocks you and you get mad. It does happen sometimes, but
I finished my book onto book 5. Nice, awesome. Sophia. I love it. I love that you're enjoying that series so much. That must be a really good to binge like that. It's really good. It's got one of the, and I've said this before, it's got one of the, I think I said in one of my videos as a tag, one of the best extended families. It also has one of the best overall arc growth of a series. Like these characters really grow from where they start to where they are now is a lot has happened.
I'm excited to see it because I've only read number 1. I'm going to try to add it to my 2022 series list is huge. So I'm just going to pick and choose. But I'm really focusing on binging series next year.
Oh, Stephanie said, did housework during the spring, get ready for my birthday party tomorrow. My birthday is on Monday. Also getting dinner ready for tonight. Okay. So 1, happy birthday to Monday. And 2, what are you having for dinner? Of course. That is awesome. So that is what? What is Monday's date? The 26th? Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Happy early birthday.
Happy early birthday. That's awesome. Yes, I hope you have a wonderful birthday party tomorrow. That is awesome. Red 6%. Gosh, Kairu, you are really torn away. Red 9%. Nice. Breaking for dinner. She's already telling me.
Love it.
Love it. And spaghetti and meatballs. That sounds yummy. I know. I was going to ask her, Nancy. Lee. Very true. Emily, I had 5 minutes left. So, oh, yeah. Yeah. What did you think of the ending? Good? Yay? Nay? Good? She said, love it. I guess I rated it 4 stars. I don't know in my mind what I was thinking.
You rate number 2 4, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember like when we were doing Christmas books, I suggested that, and you're like, "Oh, I read it. I didn't really like it that much." But you were thinking number 2, but you gave it 4, so you must have been thinking of something else.
Of another series, clearly.
Yeah.
You know, which happens a lot. I love him snuggling with you when you read. That was one of my cat's favorite things. Aw. Yes, it's middle grade about an alien kid. It's strange and quirky, but fun. That's awesome. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Ooh, chicken tacos. Yeah. Yum. Nice.
Okay, so, guys, do you want to do September subscriber pick?
Yeah, we should do that.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
So, couple stipulations. It could be a book we've already read, then we're going to have to do another poll.
Wait.
Or,
Can we give them 5 minutes because we have some new people? Yeah, can we give them 5 minutes to make suggestions and we'll throw those in? Is that okay?
Has to be, it has to be a first book in a series, a book that you haven't read but you want to. That's my new rule because everybody's throwing in books they've already read, and it has to be available on ebook and audiobook. And if me and Tiffany haven't read it too, so
yeah,
I am up for some rereads. Depends on what it is.
Yeah, I'll reread. That's fine.
Yeah, anybody, even if you're not new, we need.
Yeah, definitely. We'll just give you 5 or so minutes that if you want to make suggestions of books you've had on your TBR for a while, we'd love to throw them in there. Whether you're new or not, I'm just saying that I know there's, some people that are new.
Oh yeah. And also some of these, I'm going to have to, if I draw it, I'm going to have to double check it's still on Hoopla because I was looking through the list of what we had in there and Cheryl recommended a book. And when I was looking for it on Hoopla, it's not there anymore. So it's like, that's going to be annoying. What? Oh,
I do have KU now, and I have been reading some on there, and I've been doing okay. But I just have it on really big font, and I read so what I've been doing is reading just a couple chapters and stopping before my eyes start giving me trouble, and then going and back to an audio, and then kind of back and forth. And
I gave her a Kindle Unlimited lesson before the live. She was accidentally buying the books.
I did. I had to call. Nancy had said, I think you're buying the books. So I was like, I don't think I am. They're all Kindle. And then I saw on my credit card,
all these little micro
book after book after book. And I'm like, oh, so I called and I was like, I
thought I was adding them to my list.
This is what happened. It was so nice. And they immediately took them off. And the guy was like, you need to make sure you're hitting read for free.
Yeah. And then I showed her on the app how to make sure she doesn't buy them. Okay. Let me go get my little Post-it notes for the book.
Yeah. Oh, Leanna, Dire Threads. I have not read that, but it's on my TBR because that's, and you might already know this, but that's Ginger Bolton. And I love her Deputy Donut series. I didn't know that Ginger Bolton wrote under another name until I was going to be interviewing her. And I was kind of doing some research before my interview. And I'd read most of the Deputy Donut at that point and really loved it, which is why I reached out to her. But so I'm really interested in reading the Dire Threads. Awesome. Ooh, yeah. Better Homes and Corpses.
I'm really interested in Dire Threads too, but it's not available on Hoopla at all. I know. Remember, you couldn't find it, Tiffany?
Yeah.
Let me double check.
It's not on Hoopla. Let me look on Cloud, and while you're writing it down, I'll look on Cloud. Yeah. and on Libby.
I think my personal library has it, but it has to be available like the one, because a lot of us use Hoopla for Miami, so.
Yeah, it's definitely not on the Hoopla for Miami, at least the last time I checked, because I did look because I was going to start it.
Yeah, it's not.
Holyn. So it's not on Cloud.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that's sadly not a choice, so we'll have to read that separately. Better Homes and Corpses. Oh, okay. Yeah. I definitely want to read that one. I think
Me too.
Yeah, Kathleen Bridge.
Good suggestions, guys. I'm looking at just making sure that Hoopla hasn't added it.
Okay, Better Homes and Corpses. I see it on there.
I'm going to look in Libby real quick.
Okay. Better Homes and Corpses is on audiobook only, if that's okay with you guys on Hoopla. I'm sure the ebook you can find on your Kindle or the library. So I'm going to add that one.
So, yeah, I'm not finding the Janet Bowen in anything, guys, on any of the services. And I mean, like, any format. Like,
so we'd have to physically buy I think I did buy book 1 a long time ago. Hi, Jay Gudry. Nice
Hello,
to see you.
how are you, Jay? It's nice to see you. We are taking suggestions. So the way our book club works is Cozy picks a book, I pick a book. So she picked this book for July. What we've been discussing, which is The Uninvited Corpse by Deborah Senefelder, and next month's book is my pick.
Okay,
it's
that one's
Arsenic and Adobo by Mia P. Manansala, I think her last name is. I'm so excited to read that. And then every third month is subscriber pick, which is where you guys can make suggestions. Has to be the first in a series, has to be something you haven't read. And we do try to make sure that it's widely available on library services, and that way people don't have to buy the book. But having said all that, if you'd like to make suggestions, we are always willing to take them. And Cozy has an entire box of suggestions, and we pick one out, and that is our pick for September. That was a lot of information when you just came in. I'm sorry I bombarded you.
Okay, and then Melanie also said Murder in the Mystery Suite. Is that Ellery Adams? I think you read that.
Yes, that is the first book in the Book Retreat series by Ellery Adams.
Which I haven't read.
I would reread it.
Would you? Okay.
Yeah.
Because you just finished. You're about to be caught up with that one, right?
I know. I'm about to read book 7, and that'll be the last one that's out, anyways.
Let me double check.
I'll reread it.
Okay.
It's on Hoopla. I think the whole series is on Hoopla.
I just want to double check. So,
except for the last one.
Yeah, which we found for you.
I'm gonna go back up. Happy birthday, Stephanie G. That's to you. Obviously, I'm just saying. Cute dog. Thank you. He's adorable. He's a very sweet addition to the family. He's not wearing his tie today. He usually wears a bow tie or a regular tie on his collar because he's fancy schmancy.
I'm not adding these to my master list like I normally do. So if any of these Betty says these in the future, we might get duplicates.
Getting ready to fix supper. Super simple as it's hot to cook. Brats and cottage cheese. Nice.
Okay,
I love that people are just starting to tell me what they're having for supper, because I always
Murder at Mystery Suite going into the box.
Nice. Murder at the Mystery Suite. Ellery Adams. Awesome. Sorry, Cajun Peach. I thought you were talking about the Lynn Cahoon series.
I see Leanna says Caught Dead-Handed. That is my October pick, so we will be reading that. I also believe it's also in the box from someone saying it earlier. So
this is for you.
Oh, okay. I just got them today. It's Martin and Eddie from Frasier.
They are so cute.
So Martin, he has his little cane. I don't want to take him out of the box, but here's on the side. Hold on. So he has this little cane.
There we go.
And there's Eddie.
Martin and Eddie from Frasier.
Oh, yeah. And here's the back. There's little Frasier and there's little Niles, if you can see him. I'll turn around.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, my husband
I had to. He was so cute. That's my first Funko Pop I've gone for myself. He's just so cute. So he's gonna be our little...
That is awesome. That is awesome. I don't have a bunch. I have the set of the Golden Girls.
I saw them. Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else have any books?
Oh, do I have something else? Kevin's like, you have other ones. I'm like, I do. I feel like Ro was looking at me when she said it has to be a book you haven't read.
Yeah.
Storm, I'm not going to say you're right, but let's.
Yeah, there's
Lee already said. Lee just said it. She was talking about
you guys, are there any new releases that have come out that you want to read? Because there's so many on my mind. I'm like, come on, somebody say this.
Oh, yeah. I also have Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black.
Oh. Nice.
And then I have all of the Golden Girls.
Spadbot has like a crazy Funko collection.
Oh, Cheryl, my husband has
Cheryl says she does too.
My husband has a crazy collection of Funko Pop, guys. It's like insane. If he would just sell them off, I'm like, do you know how much money? Yeah, it's kind of crazy how many he has.
Do they have Jessica Fletcher from
I'm sure they do. Murder, She Wrote would be an awesome.
They have everybody.
I know they have Gilmore Girls.
Yeah. The older ones are expensive now, though. Like they have Friends, and they have different variety of Friends. Like they have like their Halloween costumes, and Monica with a turkey on her head.
Oh yeah. Lee said she was. That's hilarious. Lee's like, oh, she was talking about you. Oh, no, Meg. I meant I need to be specific. Chat moves quick. Yeah, so the Meglings look. Gotcha, Cheryl. I figured. And this is where she said, Dire Threats. I really want to read that series, Leanna. Maybe we can buddy read it if we just all get it or something. I'm New. Better Homes and Gardens and Corpses by Kathleen Bridge. And that's the one we were looking at.
Those on there.
So
any new releases of Cozies anybody wants to add?
There are, but the one that I really kind of want to check out, and I've heard good things about it, but when I say new releases, it's new released and it's book one. So there's no other in the series.
I'm subscribed to you. Can I put a suggestion in?
What's that?
I said, I'm subscribed to you. Can I put a suggestion in?
Yes, absolutely. What were you going to say? Because I have one that I want to put in.
Yeah, me and Tiffany both get to put one in. We've never done that before. So let's do that. Even though we get to choose it, could be random.
We basically are just changing the rules so we get to put one in the box.
Well, nobody else is saying anything. Hold on. Let me find the one I was thinking of. Let me make sure they have it.
It's like when I said change the readathon rules. I was like, just add whatever. Oh, because I wanted to read 2 Mango.
Oh, okay. It Takes Two to Mango.
It Takes Two to Mango.
We'll put that in. I don't think they have my choice on Hoopla. Meh. Hold on.
Which is, by the way, my choice. It Takes Two to Mango.
Okay. I wanted to do Death in Bloom by Jess Dillon. It's a new release. It's a Flower House mystery, but they don't have it yet.
Oh, the other one that I really want to read and check out, and I've heard good things about it. I've heard good things about It Takes Two to Mango. I really want to do that one. And the other one it's brand new. First one in the series. I've heard good things about it. Is the Moonshine.
Oh, okay.
One.
I want to read.
Heard the other one that I really want to read. That's brand new. I've heard mixed reviews about is the Cabin Library or Lakeside Library.
Oh, me too. Okay, that's my choice if they have it because I really want to read that. And I've heard mixed reviews. I really want to
read that, and I've heard good things. And then I've heard some people say they really didn't like it.
Sass couldn't stand it, but then I've heard good things too. So that's my choice if they have it, because I've been really thinking of that. So I'm putting It Takes Two to Mango for yours.
I've already read Better Homes and Corpses, Sherry said. Gotcha.
And then let me check.
Oh. This is Jarrett on the Discord.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Okay, now I know. Gotcha. Hello.
They have Murder at the Lakeside Library.
That's okay. And then mine will be It Takes Two to Mango.
Yep, got it right there.
Awesome. I'm on the last book of the Book Retreat series. It's a different kind of series. Yeah, I'm on the last book too, Murder at the Cookbook Nook. I hope to get to read it in August. I'm on
it's on hold. You only have 6 days left, I think. Till the end of the month.
So cute. My Funko collection is ridiculous. Nice. What kind of things do you have? Like shows and books and stuff? I have a few mostly Marvel. Gotcha. Some pop culture like E.T. Cute.
So there's mine.
Murder at the Library. Cozy,
Lakeside
what
Library.
title do you want me to say? Thanks, Lee. We can always count on Lee to help us out.
There was those two with my top choice, and Tiffany reminded me what my other big one I wanted was. So,
can't think of a new one.
Is there any you can think of, Lee?
I'd like them. Oh, from the Alien show. What is that? What is that show?
X-Files.
Thank you, X-Files.
They probably have it, I'm sure.
And Dog Wage.
I guess Sped was saying they all start at $10. They all start at $10, but then they raise up in price when they stop making them. So
is that a book, or are you just making a joke? I don't know. I just want to make sure it wasn't a book.
It could be a cozy. Let me look at it.
It could be a cozy title. So I was like, okay, we've been talking about Kairu, so it might be Kairu. But then I thought, is it a book? Because that could be a cozy title. My TBR is all existing series I'm reading.
Oh, it is. And Dog We Trust, a golden retriever mystery. Let me see if they have it.
Oh, okay. It's a good thing we look, because I'm like,
with Cozies, you never know. You never know.
Oh, Sophia, we are the same person. I have your back. Sophia said I was just about to type It Takes Two to Mango. And Sophia, Stephanie, Miss Richards, and I might be the same people. Pretty sure.
They have it on audiobook, so I'm going to put it on the list. And I'm sure we could get other people could get it from the library if they want the ebook.
In Dog We Trust. Sherry, have you read In Dog We Trust? Seems like a Sherry read. I have read Better Homes a long time ago. We always pick the books that Storm has read.
Oh, did Storm?
I got lots of movie related. Cool, Sherry.
But you said a long time ago, so.
They have X-Files. My coworker has them on their desk.
Yeah, I was surprised with how who they have. They have so many.
Oh, Sherry hasn't read in Dog We Trust. Nice.
Okay.
Cool.
Was Neil S. Plackey. All right, last call for any new additions. And some of these are in lilac and some are in peach. It's because I ran out of peach, but I'm not going to look when I choose it. So I don't know what's on what.
What you doing, buddy? What you doing?
I'm organized, so I keep a master list so we don't ever do any repeats. So I'll go through and figure out which ones we added and add it to my list after. Okay, so these are my pick, Tiffany's pick, and A Dog We Trust going in the box.
So exciting.
I know. We should have done this next week, but we can't. We're impatient.
It's just one week ahead of schedule. And that just gives them one more week to find
did you want to take a break next week since it's a 5th extra bonus week? We can take next Saturday off.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Yeah. I think we should do that. Okay. So I think we're good. I don't think there's any more suggestions. And we both got to put one, so that's fun.
Sophia said my mom is listening to Pavarotti on the TV and it's really loud. It's quite nice background music for the live. Okay. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, here we go. I'm going to get a drum roll thing on my phone. Okay.
There's one I can think of that I'm dreading just because I don't like historicals, and that's the Mrs. Jeffries. And last time when I was dreading Monk, that's what we pulled. So if this is annoying, I can mute it.
I don't mind anything. I'll read anything once.
So I'm
always excited for any pick.
I'm shaking it, spinning it, and then I'm going to shake it with my hands. This is a Post-it saying to double check on Hoopla. Okay. Okay. I'm not even going to look at the screen. All right, here it is.
All right, so this is our September pick.
Yeah, September. We already got August, which is Arsenic and Dobo. So We got Murder Can Mess Up Your Masterpiece by Rose Pressey. So let me double check that's on. I'm pretty sure that's the one with the Chihuahua.
It is. And the painting on the front.
Yeah.
I can't remember what this series is called.
And I don't know who recommended this. I want to say Breezy or Kim, but it could be wrong.
What's it called again?
Murder Can Mess Up Your Masterpiece. And we have ebook and audiobook both on Hoopla. It's by Rose Pressey. It is a haunted craft fair mystery. So we got haunted and crafts. Haunted, I wasn't expecting that. So there's a thing.
So that is our September subscriber pick. In August, we are reading Arsenic and Adobo, Mia P. Mon and Sala. So it'll be the 4th Saturday in August, which is I don't know what the date is. And then the 3rd Saturday in August is our first read of, we'll be discussing the first book in the Kitchen Kebab series by Tina Cashian. It's going to be our series read along. We'll read one a month. There's 5 of them, so we'll end in December, and December is a Christmas read. It's like Kismet. Beautiful.
Yeah, it worked out perfect. Okay. Yeah, it said the synopsis, I just read it. It said like she sells paintings at a craft fair and the customer returns one because he says it's haunted. But yeah, so that is our choice. I'll put all the information on Discord.
Most Rose Pressey books are a bit of paranormal. Yeah, because she has another series, right?
So who has read this? Has anybody read that one? Yeah, she has quite a few series, I think.
Okay. I think maybe Lee has. I'm not positive.
She's read the author, but
yeah.
You want to do another sprint at 40?
Mm-hmm. Aw, the pup in the Rose Pressey books reminds me of Darla.
So I'm guessing Cheryl read
it. Sure, Sherry's read everything.
Lee hasn't read this series. Awesome.
Okay, cool. What series did you read by her, Lee, and did you like it? Leanna said she loves paranormal books. Well, good. Good.
Is it a low paranormal? Because I don't, for Tiffany. I think it's going to be a sprinkling. It's not like she's a witch or anything.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
And Cheryl hasn't. Awesome.
Cool.
And Storm hasn't read it. There we go.
Oh my gosh. This is like amazing. I can't believe that Storm or Sherry haven't read the book.
And so we'll be doing a light paranormal in September and a light paranormal in October. So it's going to be our spooky books.
Gosh, Lee, you crack me up.
Halloween Laveau. That series looks good. I have that on my TBR.
Until the main character got too stupid. That's what she said. Oh, Lee. Oh, light paranormal.
Nice. I want to say it was Breezy or Kim that recommended this. I'm not sure.
Good pick. It'll be fun. And then in October is another, like you said, right?
That's Caught Dead-Handed by Lee Perry.
Dead-Handed, yeah. Carol J. Perry or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. That's exciting. So next week we'll take a break and then we'll be back the following week. But we will be on Monday for intense reading sprints, which is where I shut up and we actually read.
My husband's listening to a movie. I don't know if that's loud.
Oh, my husband's playing a video game, so I don't know if you're hearing that in the background, but and I have my washer and I'm doing laundry, so
yeah, I can't even hear anything.
Okay, good.
I just hear Cairo.
Oh yeah. Well, he's right on my lap, so.
Gizmo's sleeping over there.
And he's snoring. He's a snoring fool. Yes, he is. Yes. He's hot too.
My TBR is like so overwhelming right now, and there's so many I want to read. Gotta do one at a time.
So many I want to read. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I did like a huge library haul. My library lets me check out 60 at once, and I did practically 60. And then so I turned on my Wi-Fi. So I thought of everything I wanted to read till the end of the year. And then I have a lot of KU bind ups. And then so basically my Wi-Fi is going to stay on until the end of the year, unless I'm in my airplane mode until I decide. Because as soon as I turn it back off, I'm going to lose all those loans. So.
Oh wow.
Because I wanted to get everything that I thought of. So if I saw whole series that were available, I just checked it out.
Why did you want to get them all at once?
Because a lot of the time I'll go and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to binge this series. And like book 3 and book 1 aren't available, but the rest are. So I would be like, oh, books 1 through 5 are all available right now. So I check them all off at once.
Gotcha.
But then I am kind. Once I'm downloaded to my Kindle, I return them so other people don't have to wait. Because I don't want to make people wait 3 weeks if I'm not going to get to it for 3 weeks. So
yeah. All right, guys, are you ready to sprint again? We'll sprint till 5 after.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kairu. He's like, why are you reaching over me?
I don't know if I'm going to do audiobook or because I'm really into it right now. I think I'm going to do the audiobook. Because I'm only like 2 chapters into my ebook, so.
All right. All right, guys. Well, happy reading. The audio's the steamed one, or well, not steamed, but
the last book in the Gourmet Girl. Yeah, it's getting good.
All right, guys. Enjoy. How was your sprint?
Good. I have about 10.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. It was good. I have about 10 chapters left. It's getting really interesting.
Oh, good.
It's crazy that the best book is the last book.
Yeah. Yeah. Sherry said she's reading Death in the Clouds by Agatha Christie. Cool. Hi, Cozy Reader Life.
Hi.
Just got home 45 minutes ago from my trip. Nice. I hope you
had
enjoyed.
a good trip.
Yeah, I hope you had a fun time.
Were you in New York or I forget?
Yeah, I thought she said she was going to New York. She sent that picture too. It looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Sherry says page 62 to page 85. Nice. Leanna said 19 pages. Nice. Sophia said 6%. I did some laundry, did a little bit of my book, got stuff ready for tomorrow. Oh, it'll be in tomorrow's video, but I just have to say this. So I'm doing the new releases, and Carol J. Perry has another series starting. Yeah, it's called, the book one is called Be My Ghost. And it says that the premise is the main character, Maureen, is the owner of an old inn in Haven, Florida. I really like inn books, like books that are like about inns and B&Bs. So I think that sounds really fun. Well,
your November pick is the Redwood Cove.
Yep.
And I think that's an inn.
Yeah. Something along that line. I really like that theme. Cajun said 10%. Nice. Yeah. Lake George, New York. It was a great little getaway. That's awesome. The picture you put on there was beautiful. 10 pages and worked on dinner. Okay, well, you have to tell us what you're having for dinner because it's a tradition that I'm going to ask you. So
I was updating the Discord with all the new September pick book. I had to delete all the other ones because it won't let you add a picture in between messages. So
oh no.
So I had to delete it all and rewrite it. I got it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Out watering my garden, so didn't get to read. Gotcha.
You bet you missed the rain now,
huh? She said something about how hot it is, and I sent her that floating picture. I said, I'm glad I kept this in my repertoire because I knew it was going to come in handy one day.
It went from raining to heat advisory. We need that. I saw on a news article in Dubai, India, they did something called cloud seeding where they used drones to make it start raining. Like they shot the clouds. I'm like, they need to do that in California.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah. I guess it got so hot there that they made it rain scientifically.
I'm watching a movie during the sprints. Nice. What movie are you watching? Ooh, tortellini with tomato sauce baked with lots of cheese. Oh,
that's like baked ziti stuffed up a notch.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Yeah, that's what I said. What movie? Say you're watching a movie and be vague about it, Lee. You know we're going to ask you what. No,
So did you decide, Tiffany, are you going to order the coffee subscription box, you think?
I think so. I'm not 100%, but I think so.
Are you going to do like K-cups or the regular like grounds?
I'm going to do the grounds.
Okay.
I was
going to say, do you use a Keurig or do you use a regular coffee maker?
Well, right now I use a regular coffee maker because our Keurig gave out. We'd had it for so long and we drink a lot of coffee and it finally, it was great. I have no complaints. When I say gave out, it was a hard worker.
Yeah, I had mine for like 10 years and it was like starting to fill up half a cup. And then so I bought a new one and oh my God, it's amazing and so fast. And you can do iced coffee. I was like, oh. But I was watching the girls' video. I don't want to you're not going to be getting a July box, right? You'd be getting the August box. So I'll tell you the July. I don't know if did you watch the video? I
did.
Yeah. So the July theme was take me out to the ball game. So they gave you 4 coffees. There was like a caramel corn, a bubble gum, which is so weird.
Root
beer and like sugared almond. And she tried the bubble gum one. Yeah. You'd have to do like a very plain creamer on those, like a vanilla.
Which would be the least of the ones I would try because I don't like anything bubblegum flavored.
Yeah, that would be. She said it was good, but I don't know.
And I really don't think I'd want my my coffee bubblegum flavor. Because I mean, I don't like anything bubblegum.
But you said you want a subscription with crazy flavors.
I do, and I would try it. I'm just saying, like,
and I like
that would be a hard sell for me.
Yeah, and then the June box was like different s'mores flavors, like,
you know.
So like I love that they do like such a unique variety.
Yeah, me too. Cool. And all the rest of the Take Me Out to the Ball Game sounded really good.
Yeah,
just not the bubblegum to me. And I'd still try it because but. Ooh, yeah.
I'd want to see you try the weirdest flavor and see if you're like, oh.
I have never heard of that. Gunpowder milkshake?
It's like I saw the preview. It looks really good. The title is very strange, but it's like a girl themed action movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Looks really good.
Interesting. Which coffee? I haven't subscribed to it yet, but it's called Coffee Beanery, and they do like ice cream flavors and obviously different s'more flavors and then different themes. Like she was saying, July's was Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Sounds really fun.
They do different themed months, but then if you like something, you can go and buy it in their shop. So like if you're like, ooh, I really like this flavor or past flavors, you can go buy. But so it's like a surprise mystery. You get 4 different flavors every month. I would do it, but I'm not. I want like normal coffee with different flavored creamers. But it sounds really fun.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. So, is everybody planning on doing next month's read? Who's planning on doing Arsenic and Adobo? Or the read along? And has anybody made progress in the summer readathon? I have not. Well, okay, I may have, but not.
Are you keeping track? Yeah, you've done at least 3, I think.
Yeah. But not from. Yeah, I don't think any that were on my unofficial TBR except for Espresso Shot and the Uninvited Corpse.
I need S and E, I believe. I'm gonna double check.
Oh, good. Sophia said they ship over there. Awesome. I'm doing both. Nice, Sherry. Dream said my library has it on hold for me. Already came in. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'd like to read both. Awesome, Melanie.
Yeah, if you guys don't, because the series read along is optional, but like if you guys don't read the book club, it'd be so fun for us to read a series together because we're so used to just reading book 1, so we've never done a book 2 together, and we're going to go all the way up to book 5. So like I'm really curious to see like how our opinions change, and maybe some people will want to DNF it. That'd be interesting.
Oh my gosh, I love this. I've read a few of them already, so the first one's a reread for me, and I think the third one maybe.
And only book 1's on audio, the rest are all ebooks, so that's people aren't gonna have a choice.
I should get E and R done next month. Nice.
Yeah, I just need S and E, and I already know what I'm gonna do for them.
I'm gonna try to in the next couple of weeks learn how to do a vlog, because next month when we are doing the book club, I'm going to be in New Orleans. I'm going to do the book club. I'm going to be in New Orleans. There's a book fair that I want to go to there, a book convention thing that I want to go to there. And my husband so my birthday is the 25th of August, and my husband's is the 29th, and he's turning 50 this year. So we thought, and it's all at the same time. So we're like, okay, we'll go to New Orleans. I'll do this book thing that I really want to do. And then we're going to do like, set like the boat, like there's a river boat thing you can do, and like we might do a cemetery tour and just kind of
yeah. Have you ever been?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we only went for like a day, maybe 2 days. The architecture is just beautiful.
I bet. And I definitely want to see a vlog. I'll teach you. I know how to do it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, and then I'll do the book club from there. And actually, the Mia who wrote the book is going to be at the book convention, and she said, "Oh, I would love to join you, but I'm going to be at the book convention," because she saw it on Twitter. And I was like, "Oh, well, so am I." And she's like, "Oh, well, maybe we can like." And I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to." Yeah. So we might have.
So you're going to be there when we do our live show?
Maybe. That's because she was like, oh, I would have loved to have joined your thing. And I was like, oh, actually, I'm going to be there doing that
so
too.
That's the 28th. Are you going to be there on the 28th?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
my God, if an actual author came on, I'd be way too nervous.
maybe just for a few minutes, and maybe you can just do it, get her to say hi or something like that.
Yeah, I'd feel like if I don't like the book for whatever reason, I'm gonna be like.
I was thinking about that. Was my only thing too. I was thinking about. I was like, oh, if we don't like the book, I don't want it to seem like But
it's getting high praise,
so I'm super excited about trying to learn to do the vlog, which can't be that hard.
No,
for me, it's just like learning how to piece them all together because it's going to be like 18 videos, right? Like, you just do 3-minute videos of whatever, and then you splice them all together. Splicing together. I'm sure once I learn it, it'll be fun.
If you could do it on your phone. The only thing is, if it's a longer video, your phone needs to have the storage to do it. Because if you can get iMovie on your laptop, you can do it that way, but you'll have to import your clips that way too. So,
you're speaking another language right now. I'm just letting you know.
See, I know how to do it from the app. So I'm just saying, I hope your phone has good storage, because if you get like a 50-minute video, it's going to be like failed to upload, and you're going to be like, wow.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I can just do little like clips, because I am going to be doing it on the phone.
Well, no, I'm just saying, but if you do 18 clips and it turns into a 50-minute video, so you might have to do part 1, part 2, part 3.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
Because when I would try to do like 30-minute videos, sometimes it would fail to upload, so I'd have to make them shorter.
Gotcha.
Because it's harder to do on the phone than it is on the laptop, I think. But I mean, it's really easy to piece it together. So.
Cozy, yeah, we're excited about it. It'll be a fun trip. And the convention has a lot of really cool authors.
Yeah, what is it? Is this just a convention and you just go and they have books and they talk about the books? And
yeah, there's it's called BoucherCon, and it's all mystery authors. Oh, there's traditional too. So like Michael Connelly is the guest of honor.
Okay.
And then, but there's stuff.
Is that Jurassic Park?
I think so. Yeah. I don't really read that stuff, but I think so. Yeah. And then there's just several panel. What's that?
It's not. It's Crichton.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's something. He writes a really popular. I mean,
it
very,
sounds
very popular.
Familiar. Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Hold on, I'm trying to look him up while I'm talking. And then there's a lot of different subjects and panels you can go see of different authors and talk with them. And I just thought it just worked out that was there at the same time of our birthdays, because we'll be there the 24th to the 30th. My birthday's the 25th. His is the 29th.
Nice.
And like I said, he's turning the big 50.
And you don't remember how old you're turning.
What's that?
And you don't remember how old you're turning.
I know I've hit 40, but seriously, I have to do the math after that.
You were born in 80?
Yeah.
You're turning 41.
See, I was like, at one point I thought I was turning like 42. I think it's because, first of all, COVID feels like you've aged like 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
And I did the same thing with how long we've been married. I got that all wrong too. It's just hard when I feel like COVID's really, really made it even more difficult, but I have a hard time remembering stuff like that. Michael Connelly. What the hell? Oh.
I know. I said a cuss word earlier too.
I'm just trying to figure out, what did he write?
Leanna, you're going
in Illinois.
You're going in 2024. They do it that far in advance, or was that a typo? Bye, Melanie.
Because it's in San Diego. Michael Connelly.
If you're already gone, Melanie, thank you for joining us, and we're looking forward to seeing you again too.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
So are there any other cozy mystery authors that you're excited about?
Yes. I'm going to pull up the thing real quick. And there's one night there's a murder mystery dinner thing that we can all go to. And that's going to be, I'm so excited about that. That's like right up my alley because it's theater. I love anything like that.
Yeah.
Like love anything like that.
That's so fun. Are you going to dress up?
Of
Yeah, I want you to do a vlog so bad. Oh my gosh. I'm going to teach you.
Except I don't know if I necessarily have a costume offhand to wear, but I anytime I can dress up, if I have the ability to, I
just want to go one comment real fast. Cajun Pete says, "Oh my God, I graduated high school in 1980. I need to go lay down with a damp rag on my head now."
That's funny. Who said that?
Peach.
Oh my goodness. I'm not laughing at you. It was just really funny the way that you said it.
Storm says that Connolly does the Harry Bosch series.
Oh, I don't know that series, but okay.
Yeah.
I just know that like it's somebody that is very popular.
Yeah.
So Cheryl Holland, who wrote the Still Knife Painting, is going to be there. I'm just looking at all the different panels with the different authors.
It'd be nice to meet, if you've already interviewed the author, to meet him in person, if there's any of those.
Yeah, it would be really cool. I'm trying to go fast, so I'm not seeing everybody. VM Burns, who I did interview.
Okay. Nice.
Valerie Burns. I did a Emmeline Duncan.
Does that new coffee one.
Yeah. I know I'm missing authors. I'm just trying to. Mary Angela. Nancy Coco, interviewed her. She'll be there. Janet Finsilver.
Which we're reading in November.
Heather Graham. Daryl Wood Gerber.
You could make sure if you get to talk to Janet Finsilver, tell her we're reading her book in November.
Yeah. Carolyn O'Connor.
Okay, that does.
Rosemary Ross, which we read for Knockout.
Cobblered to death. Yeah.
Cobblered to death. Thank you. Heather Graham again.
Which I think Storm really likes Heather Graham, I think.
Carolyn Haynes.
Oh, she does that Bones series.
Lee Goldberg, who wrote the Monk series.
He's a popular author too.
I'm really trying to scroll fast, guys. Sorry.
No, it sounds great.
Catherine Bruns, who I interviewed, and I love her series.
Yeah, and we also did hers against Rosemary Ross, so that's funny.
Yeah. Krista Nardi, who's a Cozy.
Oh, who is it?
Krista Nardi. She's a Cozy author.
I don't know her series.
But I've never read anything by her.
Yeah, I can't even think of anything.
Awesome. I see her on Twitter a lot, and I know she has a few Cozy series. I can't think. We'll have to look her up.
And I don't know if it's different because of COVID, but normally at the conventions, I think you could get books signed or they can give out ARCs.
Yep. And then, of course, Mia, which is the one that wrote Arsenic and Adobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot that I'm really excited about.
Awesome. Sounds great. Yeah. Storm says to practice doing a weekend vlog so you know how to do it beforehand. Yeah. I'll teach her. We'll do a little course on here before.
Okay. By the way, that schedule that I just told you is only one day of the conference.
Oh my goodness. How long is it?
It goes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Are you guys going to be there for the whole thing?
The 24th through the 30th.
Nice.
We're staying one extra day. We're getting there the day before, and then we're starting. So it starts on my birthday, the first day, but we're checking in on the 24th.
Is your husband a reader? Is he going to be bored, or is he going to be into it?
He's not going to the conference. He's going to be exploring. And then, yeah. He'll have
you guys get your own little vacations and come together for the celebration.
Yeah. He'll have a blast. And, so we're really looking forward to it. It'll be a really nice trip. But yeah, that's a great idea. Whoever set Storm, I think.
Yeah. And then Lee says have beignets.
Yes. I keep hearing about that. I guess we did a riverboat. Didn't we do the riverboat in New Orleans, Kev, last time? Yeah.
That would be fun, a riverboat
But
dinner.
Cafe du Monde or whatever that's called, I keep hearing several people have said that I know that when I said I was going to New Orleans. But I don't think we went there, did we? No, I don't think so either. And then somebody told me about something called Mother or something like that. Oops, no, they don't ship here. I need to start. Oh.
You'll have to research also if there's like any cool bookstores and you could show us too.
Yeah, like along the way or something. Mm-hmm. Okay, just go back inside, going to read the book club, read along, and have read. Wow, UMME of summer. Nice.
So she needs 2 more. I need 2 more. Yeah.
I have some done. And I should be in our next month too, because she's reading it in order, right?
They're doing an order. Awesome.
I'm trying to do a weekend reading. Oh, cool, Storm. Oh. I think we mentioned that. Yeah, I'm sure she's gone by now, but it was so good to have you. Come back and see us. We'll be here Monday. Yes. Oh, cool. We'll be going to they already have that out.
When I said I asked her if it was a typo, and she goes, "It's right." Dang, they go ahead. 3 years ahead.
Wow, that's awesome. You're 3 years younger than me. Ooh. Yeah, she said 2024 is right. That's awesome. Oh, that's that comment. That is hilarious.
I don't want to add to your thing. I was born in 88.
Yeah, yeah. See? I have done MM and R. Nice, Sophia.
Oh, movie reader.
Graduated high school in 1968. Awesome. Graduated in 2012. Oh my goodness. She's making all of
She only graduated 6 years after me. I graduated in 2006, but that still makes me feel old.
Yeah, I graduated in 98.
Oh my gosh, not even the 2000s.
Yes.
That would have been so fun though to go to, because I was right at the beginning where like technology was starting to take over, like iPhones and stuff. It wasn't until I was like a senior, but like you had no cell phones, no nothing.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah, that would have been so fun.
Sherry graduated in 1980. Oh, okay. I have heard of the Lincoln Lawyer. I've heard of it. Awesome, Heather Graham. Yeah. That's funny. I graduated in 2011.
So those are our youngins of the group.
Yes, I have met. Cool. I met Heather Graham at BEA, which is a big book convention back in 2016. That's awesome, nice. Storm. What does BEA stand for?
I don't know, but the young adult booktubers would always talk about it.
Oh, tell us what it stands for, Storm. We're not young enough to just know. Gage and I graduated high school in 1964. I'm definitely the oldest person here. Maybe. I don't know. He's just now laughing at somebody else. She's like, yeah. Born in 1975.
I swear you don't look that old, Storm.
Graduated in 1993. I would not have guessed that.
That's so
Book
fun.
Expo American. Okay. Is it all genres? I'm assuming it is. Storm, I was born in 1993. Oh my gosh, it's really weird doing like such young kids now, because when I do intakes and I start doing the paperwork for an intake, and when I ask the little kid what their birthday is and they tell me they were born in like 2014, it breaks my heart a little bit.
Because that's all they know is like the new stuff.
Dang, it's crazy. Yeah. I was born in 1994. Wow. Youngins.
I know. Whenever I hear anybody born after 2000, it just seems so crazy to me.
Yeah. Totally. So do you want to do one more ring strand at 30 and then wrap up? Or do you want to just wrap up now? What do you guys want to do? We're right at 2.5 hours. I can do either.
Yeah, so everybody does. I can do either.
It's 30 right now. We could do a ring sprint at 35 if everybody wants to the top of the hour, or we could wrap up now. Sprint if we can. Okay. I'm good with sprinting too. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that after we get off here anyways.
Right. My book's getting good.
Because that's what my Saturday nights consist of anyways, so it doesn't bother me. I always say it's good to next my mom, like, yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys. Do you wanna sprint till 10 till, and then we'll finish up and wrap up at the top of the hour? Does that sound good?
Yeah. So it's sprint.
All right. So we'll read till 50. All right, guys. Enjoy. Happy reading. How was your sprint?
Good. It's I'm really liking this one.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's still the Jessica Conant? Okay, I didn't know if you switched books or not. I switched to the firefighter book this time.
Okay. Is that a new series or ongoing for you?
It's ongoing. I added it to my SAS. So
nice.
But it had been a while since I read it. I was also looking at that, the schedule for the next day. Charlene Harris is going to be there. And so is Alexia Gordon and Kathy Pickens. There's lots of.
I don't know who that is. But Charlene Harris, that's exciting. I love Sookie Stackhouse and True Blood. And I've never read anything by her that's a cozy, but.
My 21-year-old colleague said he was going clubbing tonight until 4 a.m. He asked me what I was doing, so I told him I'd be reading discussing. Oh gosh, that's hilarious.
And he's probably like, "Oh my god, old lady!" Like.
Finished Chili Cauldron by Lynn Cahoon. I gave it 3 stars. This is a novella, and it wasn't very hard to find out the killer. Still very interested in reading the first book. I really enjoyed it. Cozy did not really.
No. I loved the novella. I read the novella first. That's the 0.5. And then I read One Poison Pie, and I didn't like it at all. So
that's what
I gave the novella like 4 or 5 stars. I liked the novella. I'm like, ooh, so I was excited to try book 1. I was excited to try book 1, and I'm still going to try number 2.
8%. Nice. Cajun Peach said 9%. Yeah, that's hilarious. I've read practically all of Charlene Harris. Cool.
Which one would you recommend to start with? The Aurora Tea Garden or one of her others? Because I know but then she has a Shakespeare. I don't know if I'd like that one. I think she has a couple of cozies.
6% of Bio Whisker. Oh my God, that is a cute name.
What one's that, Cheryl?
I don't know what series that is, but it's cute.
Cheryl's already finished a book and started a new one within the live show. Sorry.
And is that 6% in the new one?
She told me, I was like, I'm just assuming Cheryl reads at like 2 times, but she's like, oh, like 1.5, 1.75, I think. But I just don't know how. Like she's at like 35 books this month or something. It's incredible.
It's incredible. It's incredible. So as far as things coming up, I think we've kind of given the main things. We're always doing the summer readathon. It goes through what date?
The end of September 22nd, I believe.
Yeah, you're spelling out the word summer. And there's some different stuff in the Discord that explains like the extra points.
The next thing is the series read along. So it would be the 3rd week of August. So get that from the library, buy it, whatever you need to do.
That is the Kitchen Kebab series. The first book is Hummus and Homicide. It's amazing. I'm going to reread it. I'm so excited. By Tina Cashian. And then, and remember next week, we're not going to do a sprint. Just so we can take a Saturday off.
It's the 5th week. That's our bonus week. We'll take a vacation.
And Monday we'll do intense reading sprints. They're at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then, I think those are the main things.
Arsenic and Adobo. I know it's very popular. Try to get a copy from the library if you can.
Yeah, is our August book club. September, we just announced a subscriber pick. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. Lee also has a great channel. Storm also has a great channel. I don't want to leave anybody out. I'm just trying to think on here.
In case you're not on the Discord, Hummus and Homicide, you need to have read by August 21st, and Arsenic and Adobo, you need to have read by August 28th.
Yes. Oh, it's the second book in the Sophie Ryan, the one that we finished, the whole Cat and Caboodle. Nice. Cool. Okay. Cool. But yeah, so it's going to be a fun month in August. I'm kind of glad we're not doing the knockouts. I enjoy doing the knockouts, but I'm kind of glad we're not doing them.
Well, let's see. Like, I think because we started book club in April, so like we needed to. But like, if you think about it, if we were to do that next year, that's 8 series plus 12. We'd be starting 20 new series next year, and I'm sorry, I can't do knockouts next year. Yeah. I think next year we should do a series read along, and we should do our one a month, because that's already 12 new series a month.
And we can figure out like a way to make whatever series we want work. If it's a 8-book series or if it's whatever it is we want to do.
I think a trilogy would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. We can do a longer one, a shorter one.
And we'll do more like readathons. We'll make it fun.
Yeah. We have a readathon coming up in October. And Storm has a great idea for a readathon that we might do in January. We're thinking. I'm really excited about that.
I'm thinking February because January starts our year-long readathon. If you want to do it, the alphabet.
Oh, the alphabet. Yes. So maybe we'll do the. Although, if we did it in January, you could start off with a bang because there's so many books in that series. You might be able to knock out quite a few.
Yeah, we could do it in January.
But yes to series read-alongs. Hi, Amber. So Amber, we're getting ready to wrap up. We were talking about all the coming up events. And you can watch it back. I don't want to bore anybody that's still here, but we did get the subscriber pick that I'm going to tell you about. It is going to be September's pick. It's a subscriber pick, and it is going to be, I forgot. See?
You made me forget. Masterpiece.
Oh, yeah. Rose Pressey. It's the first in the Haunted Craft Fair, but I cannot remember the title. It's got a chihuahua and a painting on the cover.
Nancy, it's in Discord. Look at the schedule channel.
It's the Haunted Craft Fair, Rose Pressey. I just can't remember the name.
Masterpieces Can Be Murder or something. Something messy, too. I don't know.
All right. Hold on. I'll just look it up. It'll only take a second. If I could spell the name right, it would take less than a second. But I'm not. I always mistype. Okay. You know what annoys me about searches on almost any website? Any of the library websites, Goodreads is the same way. I misspelled Rose accidentally, and it'll be can't find your book, but I found Tim, because clearly Tim, but I'm one letter off from Rose Pressey. Everything else is correct, but one letter. And they're like, nope, but here's John blah, blah, blah's book that's close to that. I'm like, but you can figure out Rose? Okay, I'm done now. If you've got it, haunt it. No, wrong series.
Murder Can Mess Up Your Masterpiece.
There we go. Murder Can Mess Up Your Masterpiece, a Haunted Craft Fair mystery by Rose Pressey. I was giving a title in another series, but that's a fun title. Whatever, if you've got it, haunt it. That's cute. I have a plan for readathons next year.
Amber, if you want to join the Discord and share what books you're reading, you can. It's just not used as a promotional tool over and over and over for yourself. You wanted to call me out or something.
Lee said, I have plans for readathons next year.
Yeah, I love readathons as long as I can make it work. I don't like ones that are super detailed where it's you have to start new series, but I feel like you can make books work on your TBR. They're so fun.
Yeah, I enjoy them too. I'm excited. Yes, series read-alongs. Yeah. Okay, good. Everybody's liking that idea because I also like that idea.
I'm so excited for the Kitchen Kebab readathon.
What is this subscribe? Okay, so we just answered that. Yeah, so I think that's everything. I'm really excited about it too. I'm excited about next month's book club. Oh my gosh. The trip. I'm going to practice my vlogging so I can do a good vlog.
So excited. Yeah, I can definitely help you.
No, awesome. I'm not doing it so we can make it work for. I'm doing it so okay, cool.
Awesome.
Okay, I've got to wait 4 weeks for arsenic and adobo. I'm sorry. You know what? If we get to the point where people are having a really hard time to fight it, we could flip a month. Yeah. Maybe do one of my
later your November,
and do it if it's if it's too much. So just because I don't want a bunch of people to have to buy it.
Yeah.
If that's
especially
because
the Kindle version is like $12.
So if we get to like, I don't want to wait too long, but if you guys are having trouble finding it, let one of us know in the Discord, and maybe we'll flip our November read.
Because or you guys can always read it and we could discuss it later. And
if you're willing to buy it, that's fine. I just don't want to make anybody have to be an option of you spending money to be able to do it.
Even me and Tiffany are having a hard time with it because it's not available on Hoopla. It's on cloud, but we're hoping it will let us read it when we can. My library has like 12 copies and like 40 something people, like over 40 people waiting. Like I'm on 8. It's like an 8-week for me at the library, but sometimes it speeds up. But if not, I can do it on cloud. It's crazy popular right now. And I was so surprised Hoopla didn't get it.
Yeah. I'm really surprised by that too, because Hoopla's usually like really on top of new books. My aunt is a big reader. I just told her about Hoopla. She is like obsessed.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's like really, really into
Did she get it did she get a Miami card or her local library?
No, her local library, but she has like KU and she's always, all sorts of things. So she's fine with that.
Okay, Sophia can get an ebook. Okay.
From the library. Cool.
And see, I'm gonna have to do audiobook, which I don't like doing for book club because I can't get it from the ebook. The wait is like 10 weeks. And I tried to put in a wait for it at the beginning, and it's been like that the whole time because it's like super popular. And I just assumed Hoopla would get it. I guess I should, because they get everything. It's like they got the new Libby Klein like the day it came out. Like
that's why I'm surprised. They're really good about getting new books.
They were late on the Lemon Drop Dead Amanda Flower, but only by like a couple weeks, I think, or like a month at the max.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. And it might be, I don't know. Amber, I saw your thing, and I think Ro kind of addressed it. You're welcome to join the Discord again. Ro messaged me and let me know, what she was feeling, and you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, it's a place to talk about books. So if you're not reading, then
I might have to read it a little earlier in case I can't read it. Gotcha, Sherry, sorry. Did you want to listen to it instead? Maybe suppose should. Yeah, see, that's what I meant. Like maybe there's something else to it. I'm not really sure.
They let it go to Libby in the library though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I did, but I can read the ebook. Like I said, I just want to give it an option. If people are having trouble and you're not able to get it the way you want it, or it's taking too long, or you're gonna have to buy it, please feel free to let Cozy, myself know in the Discord, and we can always flip the book and read it.
But we'd have to do the flip like within the first week of August, because
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because people need enough time to read if we flip your November.
What is my November pick?
The Murder at Redwood Cove by Janet Finsilver.
Oh yeah. Oh, gosh, I'm good at picking books.
That one's been on my TBR for a long time too.
It's going to take quite a few weeks to see. So maybe, if you guys want to. Hey, JB. Really enjoyed. Thanks for your time. Have a great rest of the week. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. You too.
I don't know if Hoopla's ever going to get it. I think it might be too hard to switch at this point. Let's just say we do it, and everybody can't read it, just read it when you get it in from the library. I don't know.
Okay. I'm so easy. I am fine with whatever. I just, I'm sorry. The Discord popped up on my phone. I'm reading Arsenic and Dobo now because it's hard to get. Gotcha. She's taking notes. Just give me a wink, Nancy. Is it good? Just give me a wink. I'm so excited about it. Really. Well, you're welcome to any time that you feel like you're wanting to come back. Please feel free to come chat Cozies. We're always there chatting books, taking notes. I got it from BTM.
book of the month. It was their
Thank you.
It was their first featured cozy mystery.
Oh, that is so amazing. When it comes out and read it that month. That is so cool. Yeah. Okay, you too, Cozy. Just a little nod. Did you enjoy it? Just
you can't even see them.
I know that's my point. That's that's why I'm saying it that way, because I don't, I do want to know, but I don't want to know. It's one of those things.
I haven't looked at Goodreads reviews, but I think a lot of people, I have seen, like, there's somebody that reads nothing but thrillers and like graphic gore, like Karen Slaughter books, like serial killer books, and she got it from Book of the Month Club, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be too tame for you.
And I also know, I haven't watched it, but it just felt this way that Courtney and
yeah, they did it for their
Lisa just did it for their book club.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. I'll watch.
I didn't watch it only because
spoilers. Yeah,
we picked it, but I didn't want to not pick it just because of that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I understand that.
Yeah, you've been really excited about it since
I've been really excited about it. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be upset and think that, I wanted to read it. So, Cozy said, oh, gave it 4 stars. Awesome. Amber said, you already read Arsenic and Adobo. Cool. Well, listen to it on the Libby. I think it was a wonderful read. Awesome. We're discussing it. I don't know what the date is. The 4th Saturday is what? The 21st? Something like that. I think it's the 21st because the 28th is when.
The 28th is the 4th. The 21st is the 3rd. So.
Oh, that's what I meant. The 28th. The 28th. Miami Library has it, and oftentimes I find they don't do double. Wait, what? Miami Library has it oftentimes.
I don't know if she meant.
So you can get it from Miami-Dade?
Oh, I think she meant you can't renew it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Let me look up the wait time on Miami-Dade. She's talking about Libby, where it's not like.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get it. I'll get it eventually.
Yeah, because like if no one else is in line, they'll let you renew your loan. So she's saying she has to read it now. The hold for Miami for the ebook is 12 weeks. They only have 1 copy. They need to order more. And then the hold for Miami audiobook is 18 weeks.
Oh my gosh. Whew. That's crazy. All right, y'all. Well, I think I'm going to go eat some supper now. I'm just eating. If anybody asks, because I always ask, I'm just having salad.
There you go.
Having salad with cranberries and I don't know what all we have. Pecans and goat cheese and I don't know what all we have, but that's what I'm having.
I don't know what I'm having yet. It's only 4.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's it's 7. It's 5 after 7 here. So.
All right. This was fun. And
guys.
We'll see everybody Monday for the Reading Sprints.
See everybody Monday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for joining us. It was so much fun. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.